One of the commands not really frequently used in AutoCAD is the Showmotion command. The Showmotion command is found on the navigation bar. If you do not have your navigation bar over here on the right hand side, you can go to your View tab and click on Navigation Bar under your Viewport Tools panel. Okay, so at the bottom of here, you got your Showmotion, and basically it tells you provides an on-screen display for creating and playing back cinematic camera navigations for design review presentation and bookmark style navigation. So selecting it brings down this little bar at the toolbar at the bottom of here. And to create a new shot, as we call it, select the camera at the bottom, and it brings up the new view shot properties dialog box. This is very similar to your view box as well. Create new view. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to give it a new view name, and I will call that take one. Then I'm going to put it into a category. So what a category allows me to do is create a whole lot of different shots, but in one category. So it'll all be kind of like in one folder. So I'm going to put over here the MGFX, and the view type I want is cinematic. So now the boundary I'm going to keep to current display, and we're going to now look at the shot properties. So the shot properties, we've got a couple of different transitions that we can have. So fade from black, fade from white into the shot, and then just cut straight to the shot without any fading. So the fade, you can also put a duration, a transition duration on that. So if I had to say, let's make this 2 seconds. So 2 seconds out of the total 3 seconds of this cinematic view will be fading from black into the actual shot. So let's take a look at what this looks like. Preview. And you can see there that it comes up into the view, fading from black. If I had to do fade from white into the shot, you'll see there that the screen is white, and then it fades out and it brings the view into play. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to see what other different movement types I've got. So we've looked at the zoom in. Zoom out obviously does the exact opposite of what we've done over there. Then the next type of transition, sorry, not transition, but movement type is tracking left and tracking right. So if I track left, let's see, take a look at what that looks like. Okay, so it basically goes across the screen. Vice versa for tracking right. Okay, I'm just going to go take this transition down to about 1.2 seconds, a little bit long for the type of view or shot that I'd like. Going down crane up, let's take a look at what that does, and it also gives you a couple more options over here. If I go to preview, you'll see that it pushes it back and then it starts flipping it up. Crane down will basically do crane up but in reverse. Now the one that, so let's go do zoom in. That's what I want to do. Okay, just do a quick preview again, zooming in. Fantastic. Okay, and I click on OK. So now what happens is you'll see you've got your MGFX category over here, and I can go and play the shot over here as well. So there we go, there's my shot that I've played. Now I want to make a take two. So I'm going to go back to my new shot, and I'm going to say take two. And now if I click on the drop down next to view category, you'll see there I've got MGFX. So it's going to add to my take one in 2 different shots. So current display, I'm going to say cut straight to shot because I don't want it to. We're already on our first take. We've had a fade, and then the movement type this time I want it to be is orbit. Now the orbit, let's take a look at what this does. Preview. Okay, so it orbits around 45 degrees. So there's that 45 degrees of there. I actually want you to orbit around by 360 degrees. Also quite quick, so maybe let's take the duration up a bit. So maybe up to 4 seconds, so maybe 4.3 seconds. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Click on OK. So now what I can do is I can say play all. So we can go take a whole lot of different takes and actually get quite a nice little animation going. So there we go, show motion, just one of the little gems that Autodesk sort of has hiding around in AutoCAD. Thank you very much for listening.